What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back in Insurance Auto Auctions in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this today. I don't have a list, so let's just jump into it today. I think it's going to take me a while to get used to not saying number one on my list because I'm so used to it. Been doing this for years and I've changed how I do things, so it's going to take me a little bit, guys. We're going to start out. We got a little bit of Carnage here. And boy, that was a bad one. We're gonna walk up this way and we're gonna see what else we can find. We're just gonna kind of mosey around through here. We've already seen this. I still wonder what this was. I never had anybody comment and tell me if they knew what this might have been. Maybe a pressure washing company. I mean, it was a trailer, an enclosed trailer full of barrels and I don't know what. I don't know. My goodness. Well, I don't believe that was here last week. That used to be a Honda. Good night. Wow. Okay. You got some fire cars. We got a big old boat up there. I could go look at that, but I don't really want to go look at the boats. We got a little Miata over here. I've seen this one sitting here for a couple weeks. I've never walked by it. Jeez, that's pretty mangled up. That one's pretty rough. I think this one may actually look worse than it really is. I think it was a high hit, obviously. The bumper is still mostly intact, but what happened is the core support ripped out from under the bumper. Like it sheared the core support right out from under the bumper. So there's definitely going to be a little work there. The hood is crumpled up. You're going to need a lot of front end components, but I mean, honestly, this doesn't look that bad. I'll bet it didn't set off the air. Oh, it did. I almost said I'd bet it didn't set off the airbag because of how high the hit was, but it definitely did. Yeah, this one's got some miles on it. Pretensioner's blown, seats tore up. It's an automatic. It's, you know, everything you don't want if you're going to buy a Miata. Personally, I like Miatas. I just prefer mine in the manual variety. There's another wrecked Range Rover. We got a really smashed Ford over. Ooh. Wow. These Expeditions are huge too, man. These are big trucks. Look at how thick the frame rails are on these things, man. I mean, these are big. And it took this one for a ride. Got a little Fiat 500 over here. A minivan. Minivan got the side taken off of it. Wow. No joke. Biohazard. So we'll kind of avoid that one. We got a little Audi over here in that blue. I love that blue color. I really, really like this blue. An S-Line. Who's that, a 535? Hold on, I'm gonna set my bag down for this one. It's a 2010. Well, it says 5 Series. Sure, I'm sure it's a 535. Oh, never mind. She's wrecked on all corners. Yeah, 535i, so it's 2-wheel drive. This one's pretty rough. How's the interior? Well, could be worse. Got the driver's bag blown. But the passenger airbag is good. Pretensioner is good on that side. This really was a good looking car. It's a non-runner, has keys, and it doesn't tell you what the mileage was on it. I mean, she's trashed over here, guys. A lot of wiring problems. This whole side of the car is destroyed. But next to it, we have this. This is not too shabby. I don't need one. I've got 2 Mustang GTs. I got a 22. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, okay. What is that? What does that mean? Hell, I don't know. I got a 22 Mustang GT, then I've got a 2011 Mustang GT with a Pro Charger that was built for SEMA. I'm kind of over Mustangs right now. I'm not looking for any more. This has got 160,000 miles on the odometer. Boy, she got some miles on her. Bone stock. Bone stock. All right, well, let me latch that. There we go. You don't want the wind coming by out here and ripping one of these hoods up and destroying the rest of the car. A Murano, a Corolla, Chevy Sonic. Ooh, an Impala. You know, after my ordeal with the Impala at the other auction yard, just seeing one of these kind of starts turning my stomach. If you missed that video, boy, you should really go back and check it. I'll leave a link under this video for you. I literally was sick. It made me, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyway, here you go, another Mustang. This one is a V6 with 101,000 miles and obviously some pretty significant damage. Still love these cars though. I love these cars. I don't see myself buying another Mustang anytime in the near future unless I would make an exception for a Fox body. That I could do. I could absolutely do a Fox body. I don't know if you guys have seen the prices of Fox bodies these days, but good Lord, man. They'll go $10,000, $15,000 for a nice looking unit. Yet another Mustang. They got a lot out here, guys. But I'll tell you something, it seems like the herd has been thinning out here week after week after week. It's just more and more empty spaces, which is good. It's good because, you know, less people getting hurt, less cars getting wrecked. That's always a good thing. But, you know, for people that rely on the salvage industry, well, you know, that's tough. It can be real tough when you start running short on cars. And it's not just here. It's everywhere that I've been seeing this. Yeah, I mean, look at all the empty holes here. Used to, not that long ago, 8 months, all of this was packed full, guys. Every single bit of it. You could barely even walk through the cars between them. They were packed so tightly together. You guys remember. It's not like that anymore. I like this little C-Class. How bad is she hit? Oh, pretty, yeah. Oh, yeah, pretty bad. Okay. Golly, what happened to you? My goodness. 14 Lexus GS 350. She took a nasty hit to the front, too. Another Beamer. Now, I like this Beamer. Unfortunately, this one's a little beyond my capabilities here, guys. This one is... Yeah. There is no fender apron left. It all got tucked away. All those wires are destroyed. The frame is probably maybe all right. All the spot welds are ripped off. Those fenders are plastic, so that's not hard to replace, but it would help if you had a fender apron to attach everything to. That's going to need some work. It's an 07. Is it a 335? It is 335. Man, two-door. They took the spoiler off, but it is an automatic, so we'll just continue on down the road. Honda Accord. Good Lord, that's an old one. I love this generation of the Accord, man. Yeah, that's a wrap for that one. We'll continue on and see if we can find anything else. F-150 that's smashed. What I'm out here for is not the severely wrecked salvage cars. You guys know me. I'm out here looking for some of the pedal cars or the wheelsy cars. You know, these cars that are sold by companies that basically pick them up for scrap value for the most part. They pick them up as kind of scrap cars. Cars have been sitting around. They don't run. They need a little work. I'm looking for those. I'm looking for my favorite generation of cars from the 80s and the 90s. I mean, if I could find some really old cars, 50s or 60s or 70s, I'd probably jump on something like that too, but rarely will you ever see something like that out here. So I'm looking for kind of the cars that need a little bit of work to get going, the ones that don't run that I think I can get running again. Unfortunately, over this last year, we used to have 20 or 30 of those every week come through here, and you could take your pick, and they went cheap because nobody wanted them, and they're not available to the public. That's right, the public cannot bid on most of the cars that I'm interested in, which was great because nobody wants those old cars from the 80s and the 90s. So I usually got them pretty cheap, and I could fix them up cheap, make videos, and then send them on down the road. Well, it doesn't work that way anymore, guys. Unfortunately, it's not like that now. Now, every week, I am lucky if I can find 3, maybe 4 tops. And now dealers are bidding on them because cars are, I guess, in such short supply and high demand. Dealers will take anything anymore. I don't know about you, but I'm looking around, walking down these aisles. I don't see anything that I'm interested in. And we've almost, I've walked you guys from one end of the yard all the way back to the front again, an entire row, and I have not seen anything that I'd want to film. Just a sign of the times, I guess. That's all right. We got another row over there, and I did see something over there a minute ago that I'd like to look closer at. So let's take a peek, because I think we've got a couple goodies over here. Number 1, this F-150. Kind of interested in it. Not gonna lie. Kind of like this truck, man. It's a run and drive. It's a 97, and it is a pedal. Like I said, I love the pedal cars. A lot of people, they talk smack on pedal and some of these other, you know, places that buy these cars, and they say like they're all junk. It's just not true. It's not true. Yes, they need work. Yes, a lot of them have been sitting, but the best part is they're not open to the public. So it makes it cheaper for people like me to be able to buy these things and hopefully get them running and put them back on the road and give them another chance at life for a reasonable price. It's got the cap on it, which means it probably belonged to someone a little bit older. The bed has definitely been used, but somebody was using good oil, right? They didn't use some cheap SuperTech in there. I would take the cap off, probably replace the tires. This is not a bad looking truck, not at all. And it says it runs and drives. Looks like it's got a new alternator. The only real downside to this truck is it's the V6. It doesn't even have a 4.6 in it. It's just a V6, but I mean, it's kind of a basic truck. It's got 120,000 miles on the odometer, so that's not a ton. Let's put a jump on it and see if it runs. All right, we got the GB150 on there. It'll easily start a V6. It's not an issue there. The interior is in good shape too. It's got a cracked windshield, but it's got old school crank windows. You know, a steering wheel cover could help a little. We got 2 keys. Engine's a little rattly. I'm hoping maybe that'll quiet down in a minute. Maybe not. Yeah, she's a little loud. A little exhaust leak too. Good oil pressure. Come on, stop rattling. No, she's not gonna stop, is she? Well, it's running smoothly. It's got a broken side mirror. The windshield is broken pretty good down there, up there. So she needs a windshield as well. Brakes, they feel good. Gears, goes into gear. Both ways. Overdrive button works. Hell, it almost sounds like a diesel. She's a little chatterbox. Let's go ahead and shut it off. Let's check the oil. It's a little rough over here too. She's definitely a rough truck, man, for sure. The belt is off of the air compressor. Oh, she's locked up. Air compressor's frozen up. It's hard to really check the oil after you've had it running. I don't have a rag to wipe it off with, but my initial concern was that it had water in it. It just looks like oil to me. I don't see any milkshake or anything like that on it, so we'll put that back. See what the trans fluid looks like. Why she's chattering like that, I don't know. Coolant. Let's take a quick peek. That looks more like water and very, very low. Yeah, this one I don't know about this one, guys. I don't think I'm going to check the trans fluid on it. I think we're just going to wrap it up, move on to the next. This one's kind of rough. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I do kind of like the truck, even though I don't know what happened here. It could be decent, maybe, possibly. The body looks pretty good. Make sure that's latched. I'm going to keep it on my list, and we'll just see what happens come auction day. All right, so moving on down the line, this caught my eye. Well, I guess that should have too, but that's gonna be out of my price range. A 2021 BMW X3. The key is in the office. Oh, they got smart on them, didn't they? They did. They got smart on the guys that were out here stealing keys. They were taking no chances with this one. I wanna sit this down very gently. Let's take a quick peek at this. I'm not going to spend long on it, but she is nice. It makes you wonder why it's here. This is really nice. Yeah, they took the clip off that holds the keys. Engine oil service required. Close message. Secure vehicle from rolling away. Oh, it's in neutral. A 21. So I'm just going to assume she's got some undercarriage damage. But anyway, this is the one that caught my attention. We got a Range Rover Sport HSE over here. You guys know I absolutely love these things. I know they're trouble, and I know better than to buy them. But I have bought, how many? I think I've had 3. I think I've had 3 of these things. I'm gonna sit my bag down right there. Let's take a closer look at this. This says it's a pedal car. Run and drive. Well, we're about to find out. Let's take a peek at the interior. It smells like smoke. There's a lot of ashes. Oh, a lot of ashes all over the place. Yeah, I like the white though. I really do. I don't care for this interior very much. And that front end is just, it's way down there, guys. It's like a souped up race car. Are the keys in it? They are. We got one key. Push to start. Hold on. There are no brakes. Is she dead? Yeah, she's dead. We're gonna have to put a jump on this one. I don't feel any brakes at all, guys. All right. Well, she's got a little bit of juice. Let's try it one more time. Smart key, battery low. Okay, she's not happy. Let's pop the hood. The only thing I want to know is this front end going to come up off the ground? Because she's obviously having some suspension issues there. Oh, wow. It's missing the engine cover. Boy, she's a little rough looking, guys. She's a little rough. That's all right. We specialize in the rough ones. That means they're gonna go for cheap. Not always. Pedal car means it should not be open to the public. So that'll give us a little bit of room because not many dealers are gonna be looking at this and thinking, oh boy, I can make lots of money on that. No. Most dealers are gonna look at this and go, boy, that's a car that's just waiting to take my money, you know? Let's throw this on here. There we go. She should have some juice now. Let's see if she wants to fire up for us. Oh, we'll close this door. It's cold out today, and it is supposed to start raining. Come on. Bert. It won't stop. There we go. Good Lord. It wouldn't stop cranking. That was a little scary. Boy, she took a toll on that jump pack too. Yeah, she took a serious toll on the jump pack. Here's the deal. I'm not even I ain't even gonna mess with it. She does not want to run. She does not want to run at all. And the fact that I couldn't get it to stop cranking, that was a little scary. I think that's the first time that's happened to me out here. I hit the start button and it just started cranking and it wouldn't stop. And when I was like, all right, I needed to stop, I pushed the stop button. It did nothing. I pushed the stop button and it would not stop cranking. So I'm going to hopefully turn it off. Restricted performance. Yeah, it won't turn off. There we go. It seems like this button is very finicky. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, not interested in this one. Not even on the cheap. I don't think this is one that I would want. All right, let's continue on our way and see what other trouble we can get into today. Well, there's a Buick Regal. I like those. Yukon, nah. Let's take a look at this Regal real quick. A CXL. Sunroof is taped up, so it had a sunroof problem. There's condensation. Looks like water was in the headlights and the fog lights. That's interesting. This one, 2011 Buick Regal. Let's see, 210,000 miles. Engine does not run, does not start. I'm tempted to say I agree, and I don't really think we need to mess with it. That's a lot of miles. It's been resprayed too. The paint job does not look very good. Oh wow, we got lots of tobacco down in there. Lots and lots of tobacco. Lots of cigarette ashes. She smells pretty bad. Why is this seat all the way up like that? Is there a... Yeah, I don't know who would have done that. Let's put that seat back. It's got juice. Why not see what it does? It doesn't hurt nothing. We're here anyway. There we go. Let's get that back. The floorboard is bent up. Looks like it's got some kind of undercarriage damage. We also have this. This is always great to see. Yeah, that's nice. 4-gauge wire running through the door and through the fender under the hood. That's professional right there, guys. It's basically a Chevy Cruze in a Buick body. Yeah, she does nothing. Let's put it in neutral. I mean, nothing. Let's see what it says here. Service battery charging system. The brakes feel good, but she makes no attempt to start, not even a click. Could it be that the battery's dead? Well, let's find out. Let's start by turning on the headlights. Let's just turn them on. All right, headlights are on. Brights are on. Let's crank up the heater and see the gauges have not dimmed. With all of this stuff on, everything works, nothing dims, but you turn the key and nothing happens. All right, I am slightly curious now. We'll pop the trunk. Let's turn off the headlights. I'm curious. I can't help it. Oh, I forgot I had this sitting back here. We'll sit it over there. All right, well, they ripped out the subs and all the wires are just sitting there bare. That's nice. She's got a lot of miles on her. I'm sure there's gonna be a little turbo Ecotec under the hood. Ooh. Oh man, that's a mess. Well, this isn't even on, so there's no way it would run or start with that off. Not possible. That's all broken. Things under here look kind of messy. Yeah. Let's check the oil real quick. Oil looks good. It's clean too. Well, I know why it doesn't run. I know why it doesn't run. There's no way it's ever going to run. It's not going to start like this. So somebody has gotten under here, and I'm not going to tell you where or how, but somebody got under here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you guys. There's no starter. So because there's no starter and we have wires just dangling under there, let's leave that off the positive post. Okay, so this could potentially run, maybe. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on my list because this could work. Let's continue. Oh man, my Geo Tracker. Well, it's not mine. I do want it though. Dang it. So many of you have been asking me to get this, and I try every week. Every single week I do. I bid on it, and they will not let it go. They just want far too much money for it. I've had people saying that thing's worth over $5 grand. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. No, it's not. If it is, you should buy it for the $1,100 or $1,200 that they're asking for it, because then you could sell it for $5 grand. I don't believe for a minute that thing's worth $5,000. It's a little V6 Mustang, not too bad. Looks like we got a Mitsubishi Lancer over here. It's pretty nice, but this is not what we're ooh. Oh wow, this is not what we're looking for here, guys. No. There's that Jeep. I told you guys I love this damn Jeep. Even with the V6, I don't like the V6, but I like this Jeep. I just do. I don't know why. I really like that thing. This is what I was bringing you guys over here for. We've had at least 2 of these on the channel that I can remember. This one's supposed to be a run and drive right at 100,000 miles. So here we go. 2004 Mazda RX-8. 6 of 23 registration from Texas on the windshield. So that's good. Looks like it's got good tires. The big thing for me on these is automatic or stick. If it's an automatic, I'm really not interested in it at all. If it's a stick shift, absolutely interested in it. The body is a little rough. The paint's a little rough. Body's not bad, but the paint is definitely rough. You've got clear coat peel all over the place. The paint's faded. How's the interior? Ooh, it's a stick. It's a stick. Take a look at that. We got some house speakers back here too. Somebody was jamming out to some house speakers in this bad boy. Okay. Well, I told you guys if it was a stick shift, I was interested. Almost all of these have recalls for the passenger and driver airbag. Who knows if this recall has been done, but these things right here, a stick shift will rev up to like 9,000 RPM redline. Pretty damn impressive. How this got here, I have no idea. Let's make sure we got keys. It does. Keys are in it. The shifter feels good. This is nice. I mean, it spins around and it's got electrical tape on it, but honestly, not bad. I think the biggest concern is between 70,000 and 100,000 miles, these things tend to start kind of going to crap on you. Rotary seals, and at that point, they have trouble building compression. They'll start up typically when they're cold, and as they warm up, if you shut them down, you won't be able to get them running again. Another issue with these is flooding. You got to be real careful not to just fire these up and shut them down, or you'll flood them and then they won't want to start again. These are very finicky little cars, man, but they are so fun to drive. If you've never driven one, I highly recommend you find one and take it for a spin. They are absolutely great. Let's put a jump on it and see if it'll run. All right, we got the GB150 hooked up. Let's jump in here and see what she does. We got gauges. That's good. Let's close this door, quiet down some of that noise out there. Oh man, I like this. Of everything we've looked at, I want this. That don't sound like it runs, boys. That booster pack is putting out some juice. Nah. All right. I kind of figured as much, man. Damn. Yeah. You could hear the way she was cranking. She didn't sound like she wanted to start at all. Now, in all fairness, these things require a lot of juice to start. And this booster pack, I don't know where she's sitting at right now. Let's take a quick peek and see how many volts she's got in her. Oh, man, she's halfway gone, and that could possibly be part of the problem. These things require a lot of cranking amps to get going. There's a lot of compression to get through, and if you can't get them spinning fast enough, they won't run. I'm a little leery on this one, but I am 100% putting this on my watch list. I will take a chance on it so long as it doesn't go for a ridiculous amount of money. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, stay safe out there. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.